Man, what's up with it, man? We live, man, with Adrian Success Gulley. What's up with it, Gulley?
Not much, man. I love it, man. Just being here with you, man. Appreciate the opportunity, man. Hey, I'm loving it.
Man, tell the people where we at, man.
We in the boom room right here at Gulley's Barbershop, man. You know, in the boom room. You know who I be, Mr. Pool Man, Mr. Property Man, all day, every day, Mr. Adrian Success Gulley. That's who it is. That's where we at.
Man, for people that don't know, man, tell them a little bit about what you do, man.
First of all, man, I'm an entrepreneur, barbershop owner. Been doing that for over 27 years, and comedy, been doing that for 21 years. So promote comedy shows, my own shows, put together a lot of different events for comedians, and trying to get into the TV industry. And man, that's got a lot of stuff going on this coming up year and next year too. So
comedy, man, is it tough to make people laugh, man?
Man, it's tough. It's tough, especially us, man. It's tough to make us laugh, man. You gotta have that stage presence. You gotta have that willpower. You gotta have that style that people love. People want to see something interesting to say. Basically, that's what you gotta have. That stage presence means a lot, though, bro.
Man, tell people about one of your first shows, though.
My first show, man.
Was you scared? I mean,
actually, I was a little nervous. I was nervous. I never will forget this, man. When I first moved here, I always wanted to do comedy because I came from the country. I'm originally from Oklahoma. So when I moved here, man, I said, man, I'm gonna start working on my routine. I had wrote some stuff down. I've been writing for years. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna put myself together. Boom. So a friend of mine, his name was Chris, man. Chris took me to this comedy club called Backdoor Comedy Club. That's when they was in Deep Ellum years ago.
Dallas, Texas.
In Dallas, Texas, down in Deep Ellum, man. That was the first club I actually performed at when I moved to Dallas, Texas. And my partner, man, he took me there, had a wonderful time, had a great show, and man, that's how I started my comedy career. Yeah.
So was the people laughing?
People was laughing, man. I had a really good time. They brought me back for the weekend because Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights were open mics. So I did the first night, Tuesday. They brought me back Wednesday, and then they brought me back on a Friday and Saturday on my first ever doing stand-up that weekend. And a lot of people don't know, when I first started doing comedy, I did 3 years of nothing but clean comedy. I never cursed, never said nothing. 3 years straight.
Wow, man. Okay, what year was that? My bad.
That was in 1998.
1998?
Yep.
Okay, so you've been at this thing a while.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you said, so is it easy to make people laugh without cursing?
It is, because people tend to. It's certain things you can talk about. People love to hear you talk about kids. People like you to talk about what you do for a living,
right,
and different things on the work job, how the bosses act, what people say, how people, and then that time, music was just now taking off. So you getting into the music industry, different topics that you can use that can be safe to make people laugh. Yeah, most definitely that. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Sinbad like that too, right?
Sinbad is all clean comedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's people that they can jump it off like that.
Of course, yeah.
So what you do, man, when you get one of them hecklers, man? How you?
When you get a heckler, man. Well, let me say this. Back in the day, you can try to destroy their whole soul. That was the one thing you can try to do, destroy the whole soul. I mean, just to the point to where you want to bash him. But nowadays, when you got a heckler, man, you gotta figure out how to do that heckler, man, because now people slapping people in the face, people getting beat up. So you just gotta learn how to handle a heckler. Sometimes you can handle a heckler, and I've learned this. You can be on his side and make him feel like he's winning.
Oh, okay.
And just kind of diffuse him, like, oh yeah, he's great. And just wing him out, and he just be like, he'll leave you alone.
Oh, okay, damn, okay. So you got like mind.
You gotta have mind games on the heckler, man.
Okay.
Of course that.
So tell me about some of the people you done work with in the comedy.
Some of the people I work with in the game, man. I never forget this. My first official, somebody I call a celebrity, was we worked with TK Kirkland before. That was years ago. TK Kirkland. Man, funny guy. I worked with DL Hewley, Rickey Smiley, Mike Epps. That was years ago. But all these been like over maybe 10 years ago. Katt Williams, this before he became Katt Williams. That was years ago, man, years ago. So those are the guys, man. Oh, Kenny Howe was one of them. Kier Space. Kiara Spaces Jr. on the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay.
What's his the other guy that we be with him? Oh man, I can't think of his name. Work with him. Work with a lot of people, man. A lot of people, man. Not the big names, but some of the people that I've actually worked with. Yeah.
Nene Lee, right?
Nene Lee is one. Been working with her for over 20 years, man. 20 years in the game with Nene Lee from K104. Yes.
Okay. So, you say you're an entrepreneur too, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you go into actually throwing your own shows and stuff like
Yes, because I got tired of begging people for stage time. I don't feel like comedians, I believe comedians should learn the business and be their own bosses. I don't believe comedians should be asking people for stage time when you can create your own stage time.
Right.
People have to learn that, and I think a lot of comedians is missing out on that as far as the business part. They want to be funny, they want to be great at being on stage and everything, getting booked, but sometimes you have to put your money where your mouth is and and bet on yourself.
Right.
Without that, man, you don't know how far your career is. You don't know where your status is if you're not putting money on yourself.
Oh, okay. Tell us about some of the shows you like, signature shows.
Signature shows, I always try to do a show every year for my birthday. I've been doing that for over probably about 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. I always do a show for my birthday, a big birthday party. I was one of the comedians right here in Dallas that actually started a comedian roast. A lot of people don't really, I mean, I'm patting my own self on the back. I'm not bragging, but I am boasting. But I started the comedian host, and like I say, Richard Pryor done did it years ago. They did that comedian host. I brought that back in year 2000 is when I started doing that, actually for my birthday. Always having a theme or something I would do on Halloween, Valentine's Day, dining while laughing with me and one of my partner comedy friends, Mr. Black Larry. He was one of the cats that I actually started doing business with. We actually started doing laughing while dining in a bar, not a barbershop, in a barbecue place, man, called ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
We was in a barbecue place, man, built the stage, lights, camera, action, DJ, we recorded it, filmed it, everything, man. So I've been an entrepreneur in comedy because I always wanted to bet on myself and see what a level or type of talent that I had to see if I can bring people and put asses in seats, man.
Man, okay. And you do that well because I've been to some of them shows.
Yeah, man, it's hard work, but it's worth it, man, especially when you take the time out to bet on yourself. And you see where your network, you know what you're worth, man. You know what you put in, you know what you're gonna get out of it, and it says a lot than somebody just paying you a flat fee when you can make all the money if you wanted to. So,
right. Tell some people some of the things they should expect when they come to your show.
Oh man, you should expect a crazy, controversial, debatable, ignorant style of comedy. Sort of like giving my idols of Martin Lawrence. One of the Martin Lawrence, I would say Eddie Griffin, a little bit of that Martin Lawrence, Eddie Griffin, toss in a little bit of Steve Harvey. That is my style of comedy, and a salt of Rickey Smiley. Those are my comic feels that I feel like I bring to the table. So if you want to see my show, that's a style of comedy you're gonna get all night for 45 minutes. Those are the guys of my idols that I look up to, that I watch their comedy, and you get a piece of all of that in my shows.
So do you still like Will Smith, man?
I still like Will Smith, man. That's a brave man. That's a brave man. That's a brave man. Ignorant man, but a goddamn brave man. Now I will say this. If you ever see my last show, if y'all go on YouTube, if you go on YouTube and see my show, the Labor Day Comedy Party, if you see that show, I actually wore a protecting cup. So therefore, if any hecklers want to get up on stage and want to slap me, I just wanted to protect my nuts. So now, so Will Smith had me to actually put that on because I didn't want to get kicked in the nuts like I did before on Cheetahs, because I was on Cheetahs before. So yes, sir. So
Right. Man, tell people about one of the wildest things you had at the show, or some weird shit that at the show that I remember you telling me about something in Baton Rouge, the show. Yeah. I have two of them, man. Okay. I've always been back when I started comedy, man. Ain't no lie. The smallest guy I am, I had that small guy syndrome. So I was the fighter.
I was one of the comedians that they took on the road and like, damn, we finna start fighting after the show. So I'm one of them guys. If heckler say something, he step up, boom, 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 we fighting. And a lot of cats that used to roll with me be like, dang, man, we can't take Gulley because, man, Gulley gonna be fighting, then he gonna heckle somebody, he gonna talk about somebody in the audience, and all of a sudden it's gonna be this mix up. So I never will forget, we went to Texarkana. It was me. We all just started doing comedy. We was doing comedy maybe like 3 years at the time. So we go down to Texarkana, man. We had a show. This girl got up and she was like, yo, I was the host of the show. So the girl got up and she was like talking shit. Like, yeah, nigga, you ain't this and you ain't that. And I was like, what? So, you know, I was like, we going back and forth. So I started joning her. So her homegirl got involved and she started, so it's me against two girls. So the dude walked in with one of the boyfriend. He said something, and this is like probably about 45 minutes into the show. All of a sudden, she comes up. She comes like, it wasn't a stage, but we was just actually on the platform, and they just walk up. So she walked up to me. She said something. She hit my mic. She swung at me, hit my mic. Then the dude came up. And nigga, the show was over. We was fighting like a mug in Texarkana. That was one. So I ain't gonna lie, man. Did I hit her? You goddamn right. The motherfucker slapped shit out of me, and I had to retaliate. I ain't even gonna lie. So man, I know that's bad. But hey, man, I was one of them wild cats, man. I was a wild comedian. I don't give a damn because I was fighting for position. I wanted to be that guy. I wanted people to hear me. I wanted people to respect me. I wanted all that together, and I was just wild at the time. So.
Yeah, then we put ourselves on the front line, man.
Yeah, we do.
Walk up there, like you said.
Yeah.
Rock,
It was one of them wild moments, man. It was wild moments, and then I really had to learn because when I got 4 and 5 years into comedy, man, I learned that there's some people out there that will check you and put you in place. So I never will forget, man. I had a homeboy. He was a heckler. He's a scorer. He wasn't a heckler. He was one of them cats that like to get on stage and score on people, right? Yeah. And that was kind of dying down after the 2000s, because Def Jam had that bad. Def Jam, you had Martin to score on you, DL Hughes was scoring you. Scoring was good back then, right. And didn't nobody take it serious. Then in the 2000s, the shit changed. Like, you scoring a nigga be ready to bust you in your head. You know what I'm saying? So I had one homeboy, we go to Baton Rouge. I never will forget this, man. We go to Baton Rouge, man, at Club Ritz. I never will forget that club, man. They say that club is still open up today. And shout out to Club Ritz, man. We go to the club, man. Me and my partner, there's another cat from Baton Rouge that was the headliner. I go on stage, I did my bit. My partner goes up, he do his bit. But at the time that we doing the show, we seen these young cats walk in with all this jewelry, shoot, I mean, like, dang, who are these dudes? You know what I'm saying? Who these niggas walking in? So we was like, dang. So all of a sudden, my partner started joning on the dudes that got all the jewelry on. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, man, what you doing? So all of a sudden, I'm seeing the cat, and I know what gangsters are, bro. Yeah. You know how when you know a true gangster? Yeah. Man, I see the dude get up. He said, hey, man, go on about the show, dog. Leave us, let us be. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, homeboy. Yeah. When he said that shit, man, I looked it down homeboy, because we drove down to Baton Rouge. Right. We got Texas license plates outside, homeboy. Right. You feel what I'm saying? We got to make it back home. Yeah. Guess what I told that nigga? What? Cut that nigga mic off. Yeah. Nigga, we got cut that nigga mic off. We got to go home, man. Okay. And guess who that was, bro?
Who was it, man?
Nobody understood me to this day, and this is probably like in early 2000s. That was Boosie, Webby, and his whole crew. Wow. Yes, sir. I never will forget that, man. Never will forget that, man. I didn't know who Boosie was. Yeah. Never knew who Boosie was. That was Boosie and Webby in it, man. Wow. They was in the club that night. I never will forget that. Yes, sir.
Well, okay. Yeah. It's good thing y'all got
We got to get home, bro. Yeah. We got to get home.
They're going to turn that motherfucker. Shut that motherfucker down. Boosie.
You already know.
Man, so what you got coming up? Any shows you got coming up?
What I got coming up, man, of course, I got my October 1st show coming up right here in Garland, Texas, man. I'm starting to do theaters and bigger rooms now, man. I've been in this business for so long, so I wanted to change the game. I'm not doing any more small rooms or club like that, man. I want to take my comedy up to the next level and do something big, man. Take a chance on doing something big, man. And my next show is October 1st. We're doing a fundraiser for October 1st called You Know That's Funny. We're doing a fundraiser for one of my partners that need a kidney. Okay. We're doing a fundraiser for him, and we're using comedy to the fundraiser. So whoever's out there and watching this show, man, October 1st, man, if you don't have anything, man, you can go to www.eventbrite.com and go up, look up You Know That's Funny comedy show. And please donate for one of my partners, man, that needs a kidney from COVID, man. He caught COVID, and COVID been messed him up, and now we're doing a comedy, making sure comedy is the fundraiser for my partner that's gonna needs a kidney. So we're doing that on October 1st of this year, and then I have November 12th, which is the Soul Festival, which is my boy cousin Jed, of course, yourself. It's called Blues, Southern Soul, and Comedy. Will be November the 12th, that Saturday night, man, at the same location at the Garland Plaza, downtown Garland. We'll be doing that show together, man, bringing a different type of style of music, blues, and comedy, Southern Soul, and that's what we're doing now, man. We're just trying to take comedy and mix it in with everything else because, you know, variety means a lot now. Yeah. That's all it is, man. It's about giving the people a really good show, and we're doing that. And now I'm working on, this is crazy, I'm working on this show, kind of like a Def Jam, trying to bring Def Jam back, a 30-minute special for those who are out there that don't have a chance to actually promote their own special that's been in the business for a long time. We're doing a kind of like, I wouldn't say an HBO special, but we're doing special for people. It's going to be me, myself, Agent Success Gulley, Said Man, one of the Dallas comedians right here, Anastasia the Bowl will be on the show, and we're doing that March the 25th. Okay. March the 25th, man. That's going to be a wonderful thing that we're going to be doing. We're going to film it, package it, and put it out there so people can see it on YouTube and any other avenue that's out there. And that will be March of 2023. Already, then we're coming back again, which will be the second annual Labor Day comedy party. Will be back again on Labor Day of next year, 2023. That's gonna be great, man, because we're gonna do some man. We shooting a lot. We shooting videos, we shooting skits, we shooting all kind of stuff, man. We raising we taking all the black business in Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, man. We're gonna involve all of them. We got sponsorships, we got a whole bunch of stuff. People that got music, Mr. Pookie, Mr. Lucci, Cousin Jed, everybody that's from Dallas, man. We trying to put in anybody that got music, anybody that got poetry, anything. We trying to collaborate that all together, man, for the Labor Day comedy party to make a special event on that day, would be the second year of that day of September the 2nd of next year.
Already, man. The show keep on rolling. That train keep on rolling, man. Man, tell the people where they can look you up at, man, so they can keep up with some of this stuff.
Oh, man, you can look me up on Facebook, man. Adrian Success Gulley. You can look me on Facebook on that, Adrian Success Gulley. Also, you can look me up on Instagram, Gulley Barber, and TikTok. You can look me up on TikTok. I have videos on TikTok, man. My Labor Day comedy party will be on there. I've actually set some stuff on Facebook that you can go to, Agent Success Gulley. If you look that up, man, follow me, friend me on Instagram, Gulley Barber. Follow me, man. Follow me. I got some really good content that's coming out there, man. It's going to be funny. It's going to be crazy. I'm always debating about this stuff. I got my podcast coming back real soon, which you can see is called The Boom Room. I'm going to bring that back, man. I got to bring that back on YouTube. So you'll see a lot of me this coming up here. And plus, next year, started January 1st, man, you're going to see a lot of me because the only way I'm doing is going straight up, man. Going straight up.
Man, how you spell it, the Instagram? Spell it out for him, man.
The Instagram, Gulley Barber, GulleyBarber, Gulley Barber. Yes, sir. So you go in there, man, follow me. You, of course, you can come get a haircut if you want to come to Gulley's Barbershop. You can come to that, too. It'd be straight for that, you know. It's up to you. So, hey, man, that's what we doing, man. We turning it up this year, man. I got a lot of things going on. I'm working every day. And I say this, man, no matter what, any comedy that's out there, and I'm talking about all comedians, man, no matter what, I don't care how funny you are. I don't care how many followers you got, man, bet on yourself, man. If you never take the chance to bet on yourself, you never know your worth in comedy, period.
Already, man. Hey, any shout outs you want to give?
Almost definitely. I want to give a big shout out to Cousin Jed, man. Big shout out to Cousin Jed. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Pookie. I want to give a big ass shout. I'm talking about to the moon and back, to my goddamn self. That's what the shout I want to give out to me, man. Because, hey, man, I've been working hard, dog. I deserve, man, I'm going to pat myself on the back because, man, I have put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort and stuff that I want to do. And, man, and You know, I'm not trying to brag or boast, man, but hey, I tell people, man, it's about yourself, man. Sometimes you got to take the time out for yourself and do right for yourself, because if you don't, ain't nobody going to do it for you. Waiting on phone calls from, I don't care if you're a rapper, I don't care if you're a singer, I don't care if you're a poet, comedian, whatever. You cannot sit at home and wait for somebody to give you something, man. You got to go get that shit, man. Man. For real. And that's what that is, bro. All the comedians, shout out to all the Dallas comedians that are the funniest Dallas comedians out there, man. I put my money on Dallas comedians all day, every day, for real. Yeah, man. So this is Charliemoetv, man. We gonna sign it off, man. Sign it off, baby. Hey, always drink you some orange juice, man. Keep yourself fresh. Yes, sir. Agent Success Gulley right here in the boom room. You know who I be, Mr. Pooh Man, Mr. Crappie Man, all day, every day. What's up? Charliemoetv, we signing off. Peace out.